Hi, it's Megan. I have a new scent. Actually, Kerosene has a new scent coming out in October, and it will be on the Essential Beauty website in October. I'm ordering some. But I did get an advanced sample, and I was so excited about this one. So my advanced sample is not the full-size Kerosene 3.5 ounce, $140 version. Mine is the sample size, which is, you know what, really great when a perfume hasn't been released yet. It's just so fun to get it and be able to smell it and see whether you like it or not. I love this one, and I think you'll be intrigued when you hear the description. So it's called Broken Theories, and it says, dark corners of the room seem to creep and reach out as the midnight clouds steal the last remaining shreds of moonlight. Memories of smoky dreams are lost within your mind, ruminating over the scent of mystery and nightfall. The fire you went through drifts along the air. The spices of heartache linger on the skin. Assured you know morning will come, the darkness will subside, and the theory that everything remains dreadful will be smashed and broken. So it's actually an upbeat scent. The notes, this is where I got super intrigued. Blood orange, tobacco, spices, vanilla beans, sandalwood, oud, and incense. So I'm a huge fan of sandalwood, I'm a huge fan of oud, I'm a huge fan of incense. I like blood orange, I like tobacco, I like spices, I like vanilla beans. So this to me was like, oh wow, it's, you know, not a summer spa. I actually been wearing it in the summer. I like it. A lot of people wouldn't think it's a summer scent. Given our 90+ degree weather here lately, I've been wearing it and would tend to both disagree and agree. So what do I think? When I first spray it on, I got a real burst of spice. I got cinnamon, I got cardamom, I got a few other kind of, my first description when I sprayed it was like a temple next to an exotic spice market, if that makes sense. And I mean more like an Indian type temple sort of thing. I got a blast of sandalwood, I got the oud, and I got the incense. It kind of was like this big scent when it first came on me. I really didn't feel or sense the vanilla or the blood orange, although those do soften the scent as it wears, and they add just a little bit of richness, because if you actually think about some of these scents, they could get a little harsh together. And so that the vanilla and the blood orange are never really something that you smell consciously, but it's almost like a memory. I guess that fits the name of the scent, right? It's almost like more of a memory kind of a feel. And I think both orange, especially blood orange, and vanilla are both kind of comforting scents. And they're warm, they're slightly sweet but not cloying when used correctly. I actually have been using a lot of vanilla and blood orange in the creams I've been making, and I was trying to smell the blood orange essential oil so I could describe it better, but it's almost like just a soft, sweet, sultry citrus, if that makes sense. Sometimes citrus can be a little overbearing, it can be a little cloying, it can be a little sharp, even though it can be sweet at the same time. And blood orange is a little bit softer, richer, rounder. This vanilla is definitely not like a girly vanilla. This is a unisex fragrance, 100%. As I wore it, I felt like 3 minutes in, the tobacco started to kick in, along with the sandalwood. It's like burning tobacco though, not like that, you know, astringent, wet smell of some sorts of tobacco. This is like a burning scent. This is like burning incense over a log, if that makes sense. And it's a sandalwood log, so you really can't escape the India analogies. And I've been to India and I've smelled India. And this does have really some of that just rich fragrance. I got more vanilla and blood orange. I put about 30-40 minutes in, and it's really hard to describe how warm, how fire-like, how it doesn't smell like smoke. It just smells like that really, when you first start a fire, that really rich, warm, comforting kind of feel to it. So I've changed my description now from it's like having a spice market next to an exotic temple to it's like throwing incense over some logs and then having some vanilla and blood orange in there as well. I really like the scent. I think it's really the best I can describe it. As it wears, I've been wearing it now about 3 hours, and it just softens. So the incense can be a little bit overbearing when you first spray it, but about 3 hours in, it becomes a little bit muted. It becomes a little softer, kind of like a faded sandalwood trunk with some incense in it. And I also start feeling kind of that warmth, that richness of the vanilla, that softening effect of the blood orange taking over after about 3 hours. So it's a much more subtle scent a few hours in. If you are going to get this scent, you really need to love just something that evokes memories, is warm, is strong, because it's a stronger fragrance, especially I think for kerosene. It's a stronger fragrance than a lot of the other kerosene fragrances. The oud is also a stronger fragrance from them. And if you're gonna hate this, it's because there really isn't any floral in it at all, zero, right? So this isn't gonna be a feminine floral. It's a strong, full, rich fragrance. And so people who don't like that, who want something just light and airy, kerosene has other fragrances that will make you much happier. I really like this. I think it's great for the holidays. I think it's a really great winter scent, although like I said, I've been wearing it in the summer, and I don't know, maybe it is because I've been to India where it was so hot when I was there and I smelled so many of these types of fragrances in the air, but I like it in the hot weather too. I have nothing else to say. I've gone through my notes. I always feel like I don't say enough in these fragrance reviews, so if I missed something or if you want to know something else, just leave a question or a comment in the comments. And for some reason, YouTube isn't notifying me, and I think other people, as much of the comments that we're getting. So I've missed a lot of comments and I haven't responded. I apologize, but I just don't always know. So I tend to be more likely to respond sooner after a video has been up. Once it's been up for a while, I'm not checking it as often. So I apologize. But anyway, and subscribe on YouTube. I will have more fragrance reviews coming, hopefully faster. And that's the end of this video review. Thank you. Bye-bye.